Hello, I'm Mr. Fitton, and welcome once again to Fun Historical Facts with Hats. I've got a different hat on today, and I am going to tell you all about the results and conclusions of World War One, and mainly what has to do with Canada. So first of all, Canada is basically this little baby colony. Britain's like its big mommy and its big daddy, and it tells it exactly what to do. This time, Canada actually has worked so hard in this war that we get our very own seat at the big table for the Treaty of Versailles, which ends the war. We're no longer stuck at the little kids' table, eating turkey dinner all by ourselves, wearing a little party hat with our 6-year-old cousins. Canada also joined something called the League of Nations. At the end of the war, countries got together and said, we can't do this again. We've lost far too many lives. This was horrible. Let's create an international body of many, many, many countries that are going to get together and we'll try to solve our conflicts by talking first. And Canada gets its very own seat. Usually, in the past, we would have been represented by Britain and underneath them. Another problem, though, a big result, is that Germany is treated harshly. Germany has basically said, you're the cause of this war. You have to pay for it. You have to accept blame for it. And this really offends Germany, who says, well, we weren't the ones to blame for this war. Everybody is to blame equally. So they're made to pay for the war. They're treated harshly. They're basically become the whipping boy of all of Europe. And what this is going to do is it's going to make Germans really full of bitterness and hatred, and in the future that's gonna cause World War II and all of the problems that come from that. So luckily, hopefully we learn from that incident and don't blame people so harshly. Don't kick people while they're down, pretty much, and that's what we do to the German Empire. Finally, the Spanish flu. Now, most countries in World War I had huge censorship over their media, so things wouldn't get out to the world. So if something happened in Britain, the Germans wouldn't find out about it, so they could use it to their advantage in the war. But Spain was neutral, so Spain basically broadcast everything that happened. And a huge flu pandemic, and a pandemic is a huge health hazard where tons and tons of people are affected, spread across Europe after the war. And the reason it's called the Spanish flu is because Spain actually reported it. Now, I think it started somewhere else, not even in Europe, but it eventually kills 22 million people worldwide, which is about 3 times what we're going to encounter as the death toll of World War II or World War One. So imagine you survived the war. You might have lost a leg. You've seen all your friends die. You've had grenades thrown at you, hand-to-hand combat, and then at the very end, you die of the flu in a hospital. This is horrifying. The reason it's spread easily is soldiers, their immune systems are completely weakened from being in the trenches, from feasting on the most disgusting things imaginable. By living in filth, their immune systems are so weakened that they're easy candidates for the flu. Luckily today we have vaccinations and we have medical advancements that can help us. The flu doesn't kill as many people. And remember, after the war, most people are in super close contact. Just like school, during the summer, not too many people get the flu, not too many people get colds, but the minute flu comes back into session, most kids and teachers get sick because it's like a germ factory. You take a ton of people, put them in close proximity, and they cough on you. The only place worse than a high school is a middle school for cold and flu, and the only place worse than that is an elementary school. This has been Fun Historical Facts with Hats. I hope that these small YouTube clips have helped you understand in more detail the notes that you've just taken. Thank you.